last time there was only 5 modules, then become 6 modules SMA. Olden days, so it become harder and harder.
Huh? What?
SMA is supposed to be updated by next sem, I think so. So make sure you pass the sem.
So don't scare us
Must
like
aim yourself to
that.
pass the hard paper. Set yourself a goal, 60% or 90%. Which is your goal? Distinction, HD. Aim high. So I think you can. All requires effort and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself first. Keep doubting yourself, got problem.
Apa tu mochi ke?
Stop doubting yourself. Okay. Can you look at the questions? Yes, no. Have you all done question 3 and all that? Yes, no. Can module 3 below? Okay, start first. Look at the first 3 questions. Answer the first 3 questions before I start going through it.
Nak. Gaduh. Sir.
I look at internet. I now do online. Some of them
Masa buka website.
Nasib baik saya tergerak hati nak study 2 jam dengan saya tahu SME duduk study 4-5 jam.
Alright guys, let's get started. Yeah, just answer 3.1, 3.2, 3.3 BP. I'm going to go through all these questions, revise everything, get you in focus into answering questions. And one of the things you're supposed to do is not only look at the question, look at how to understand why the others are wrong. Now, the other thing you need to be careful about for SMA will be Module 2 is hard, but I think Module 2 can be useful to use Gemini. Gemini and ChatGPT is okay. Gemini is sometimes better, but Gemini there's a sequence of asking question. I need to show you how to ask the question. Have I taught you how to ask a question with Gemini? No. Yeah, I need to teach you so that you reach the same level. Same level of thinking. Okay, now example. Hold on, let me share the code first. Anybody watch Godzilla versus?
Mas.
Oh, bagus tak? Which one better? Dune atau Godzilla?
Mas.
Mas. Oh, tak keluar lagi ya? Kuku pandang pot, saya tengok lah. Boring lah. Best lah.
Kuku pandang dan
Sebab ada new video dia.
Oh.
Asal lagi spoiler?
Ya, aku dah buka.
I watch it. Sikit ni spoiler tu betul.
Sebab saya tak ada masa nak tengok kan.
Dia cakap aku jual sel tu.
Hey, the rest of you, please share your EG questions that came up. Whatever the EG came up. That one person share. The rest of you EG, nothing, no one shared to you, is it?
All 3 set tu dah.
That's all.
Yes.
That's so
That's
little.
3 only.
That's so little. You know.
Yes,
Oh,
because
little.
You see the way I share to you all share to me like, you know, like here's the roti, after roti pakai the side you cut and then give me the crumb.
The crust.
I give you nice bread, you give me the crumb and then, nah, ini I do.
yang
Oh, bila tu saya
MCQ is not
Tapi saya ingat pada modul tu.
Okay, let me ask you something. When you go for the exam this time, try to remember as many questions for all the papers and write it down after you finish. Transfer technology. Are you okay? Transfer technology. You don't keep transferring. Like right now, you are in a better position than the previous batch, and then every batch gets better off. Chances of you getting high D is also higher if you really go through what I shared with you. Because the students who went through properly all credit distinction. Those who didn't bother only fail lah. That one is sad story lah. Okay, right. Let's go on to
Sir jatuh. Sir, kopi jatuh.
Okay, right.
Tak kenal.
Okay, I'm supposed to show you how to use Gemini, right? Now you see all the excuses that comes out to everybody. Now you are aware of the excuses I have to deal with. That's why I said never mind, be transparent. Everybody see your excuses. Because you know, I have to deal with your excuses. I go like, betul ke ni? Then now you like, betul ke ni? Correct or not? You yourself like, tak betul.
Nak ingat.
Okay, that's the reason I say be transparent lah. Because I don't want to be making all this hard judgment. I let you all decide. Accept or not? SMA and group 2. I need, let's say, morning lower abdomen pain. Accept? Accept, is it? Lower abdomen pain, take 2 Panadol lah. It's called painkiller. Ah, no painkiller. There's something called painkiller. You got pain, take killer. Tak faham.
People always got
Yes. Okay, now let's get back into this part. Okay, which one of the following are correct regarding planning? Okay, can you find this idea in your textbook first? Okay, rule number 1. Where would you look for this inside your textbook?
Modul 3.
What's module 3? Obviously.
Part A. Part A first page. Betul yang betul.
Faham tak answer?
Basis planning and check.
Right, we're looking at module 3. Can you find your textbook?
D the answer. Itu tak.
Yeah, tell me where is it in your textbook, page what?
Page 101. 101 sir.
Okay, let's go to page 101. So we're going to jump around here. Okay, this part. Where is it? Hurry up.
The relationship between budget and strategic planning. Before the box eh?
Inside here.
Inside the box.
Which are the following regarding planning that is correct? So relationship between, let's make a note here. So one falls under the relationship.
Dia kata contain both long term and short term goal. Dekat dalam box ni tak ada mention short term goal.
Okay, if you look at this, right, what do you have here? Answer is going to be
Long term and short term.
answer is
D.
okay. We are looking at answer is D. Why? Okay, let's trace back. First part, operation planning focuses on long term. Obviously not. Planning contains both long term, short term objective. That's wrong because the problem is the word long term. Operation planning focuses on short term planning. Well, that's about roughly correct. Okay, and contains both. Okay, this one also nothing long term objective. This one has long term objective, so that's wrong. Why it's wrong? So you should only have short term planning and short term objective. Right here. Strategic planning focuses on long term planning and contains long term. Now, what's the problem? It also includes short term objective. Are you okay in this part? So you don't need to look at this part. Are you okay in this part here? So this one, this is correct. This is correct, but that's the reason why this is wrong. So, when you analyze a question, you need to analyze it this way. Alright? Don't just, oh, this is the answer. This is the question, this is the answer. This is the question, this is the answer. That one is a bad way of studying. You need to analyze question. Why something is right and wrong. Once you develop that skill, analyze question, then you are okay. Your thinking is going up. You are leveling up lah your brain. Okay? Don't leave it at level 1. Level 1 is what you did in sekolah menengah. It is take all the past year MCQs. That's all you did. And then you go to the exam. See. Okay. That's what happened in school, but now you need to be a bit more critical. Okay, remember your brain is supposed to be a graduate brain. A graduate brain is one who is critical, questioning. Got it? They're not accepting brain. An accepting brain is, I tell you, you accept. I don't care. You keep quiet. Accept. That one is what happened in sekolah menengah, right? Yes, no. Like I was hearing one of my neighbor's daughter studies at international school. Then the international school hired local school teacher. The local school teacher came. International school, they train their students to question. They are very questioning and debating style students. Whereas local school is shut up and listen. So when the local school teacher came to the international school, guess what happened? Culture clash. Culture clash lah. So who lose? The student or the teacher? Student lose. The student lose. The student cannot get them to get the teacher to change. The teacher forced the student to change. That's what happens. So you need to understand. You have to have a culture of graduate means you have a higher level brain thinking, right? Okay, now let's go to question 3.2. Right, here's a calculation question. ACT Accounting has 5 professional staff with a budgeted chargeable hour capacity of 240 each per month. Okay, you better slow down when you read this kind of information. Okay, why? Because it's easy for you to miss something. How many staff?
5 professional.
How many hours they work per month?
240 hours per month.
Is it combined?
Yes. It's
Budgeted chargeable hour capacity level of 240 hour each per month.
So 240 times 5.
So kita ada
Right? Make a note first, per staff or total. You can think about this. 240 per staff makes more sense than 240 for the 5 staff. Why?
Sebab
This is
mine-
where sometimes you use your logic to work it backwards. If you're not sure, sometimes you're going to face this problem. Is it 240 per staff or is it 240 for 5? Stop. When you got questions like that, you reach a junction, uncertainty, right? What must you do? You have to then think about logic. One staff work how many hours a day? 8 hours? 8 hours. And 1 week, maybe you work 5 days. 5 times 48 is how much? 40, right? Well, 40 plus with another times 4 is about 160. Already one staff. Understand not? Already one staff. So you can say like, what? This is definitely going to be per staff. It's pretty close to the one staff limit. Are we okay? Make sense, Okay. Maybe they work on Saturdays also lah. Or 6 days working. If you put 6 days working, 48 hours. 48 times 4. I think nearly, how much? 192, somewhere there. This one is really high. The budget chargeable hour capacity of 240 hours each. Now, the next part here, Act charges all accountant to client an equal rate of 200 per hour. This looks like your standard rate. So you already got standard hour, you also got the standard rate. Are we okay? The actual chargeable hours for last year was 200 hours per accountant per month. At an actual cost of $125 per hour. Okay, this is the cost. Act expects an increase of 5% in actual chargeable rate and increase of 20% in actual chargeable hour. Which of the one following represents revenue budgeted for next year?
1.05 times 1.5.
So the way to calculate this, they give you data, they give you the budgeted hours this year, they give you the actual hours this year, then they tell you how to calculate the forecast. How do you calculate? Can somebody give me a number first?
1.5 times 1.05 net increase 5%
So how much you get?
times dengan
Give me an answer, guys.
157,500.
252.
I got 2, 5,
Ada
2.
dua.
Don't worry, A, I got D, I got A. Come on, anybody else? Come on. Well, if you look at the sentence, remember, every question needs a distractor. Remember this. As an examiner or question, every question must give a distractor. The job of the distractor is to make you get confused. If I can get you confused, good. Yeah, that's how it is. Okay. Last time when I went to ACCA has to design MCQ questions also. Very difficult. One question I have to spend nearly like 30 minutes. I said, don't want. They're paying about £10 per question. That time got no chat GPT lah. If got chat GPT means life would have been easier lah. But they were paying £10 per question to generate one MCQ. But to generate the MCQ, they write down there, give your question, which area you test, which what is the distractor, what is the one that can push the student the wrong answer, what is the one is they have so many design factor. So it's not just like you think like just come up with a question. So we can say you can now identify, and I want you to learn this so that you are aware of the traps. You are aware a question will have trap. So this part here, see this part? Distractor. getting you distracted. Okay, now you're thinking about the 240. Why is the 240 there? Do I have to use the 240? Maybe I have to use it. So distracting you. Got it? Then you got another part here, which is the what I want you to do. This is the part I want you to do. Does that make sense? This is the information that I want you to do. Which one? The 200 hour. So I'll just highlight for you. This one. This one. This one's still important, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. This is still important. And then here is the 20%, which is important, and 5%. Are you clear? Okay? Okay. So, what is the number here? Okay, you got 200 hours per accountant. How many accountants you have? 5. So the number is going to be, let me just put the number in. So you got, the first one is 200 times 5 times increase 1.2, got it? Then times I better highlight this one.
125.
No, hold on, be careful.
125 times dengan 1.05.
No, hold on. 125 is actually a distracted. It's cost. Because this is 200 hours per counter with actual cost of 125, but they add equal rate of $200 per hour. Act charges all accountants an equal rate of $200 per hour. Does that make sense? So this one asks you for. So here become
200.
200 times 1.05 equal to 2,000. Are we clear on this part? Do you understand what's going on? So as you see question 3.2, you also come to understanding of one thing. How they like to distract you. How they make you, like, do I take this? Do I? You start questioning yourself. When you start questioning yourself, you waste your time. And that's a secondary objective of distractor, to make you waste your time. First objective is make sure you choose the wrong thing. And you find out that this calculation, you got 157,500 is because you use the wrong numbers, which still fit. You use the wrong number, which they have purposely put there, it'll still fit an answer there. Are you okay now? So this is where when you get questions like this, slow your read down, pick the right stuff, and one shot. It's not relevant because I asked you for revenue budget, I didn't ask you for cost budget. Did I ask you for profit budget? Did I ask you for budgeted profit? No one. I asked you for revenue. The revenue is just selling price minus quantity sold lah. Are you clear or not? You just said revenue, right? Budgeted unit, budgeted price. That's it. How many my units? This one, the first one. Here is hours lah. I'm selling hours. Here is budgeted price lah. Are we okay now? Can I? Now, the next question. Can I move on?
Yes.
Yeah, I hope you're getting an understanding of yes.
By manual rate, return actual cost of 125.
Ah.
Linear is actual rate.
Then actual charge out rate, then you use 125. If they use the word actual charge out rate here as 125, then that's the number you should use. Are you okay? Can. Don't overthink it also. Don't go like, maybe they made a mistake. Which one? The 1.2 and 1.05. 20% increase, we convert straight to 20%. So just remember, up, anything going up, you just 1 plus. Anything going down is 1 minus. Can you remember that? Repeat again, anything go up is 1 plus the percentage. Okay, anything going down is 1 minus the percentage. Done. 100% plus 20% is 1.2 lah. Divide by 100. Okay? So make a note on that one, guys. If you don't remember that, please make a note. I would say make a note. So this one make a sidebar note. Up 100% plus X%. And then convert to, then the whole thing you divide by . Are you okay? Make sense? Understand or not understand? Keep up, keep down. Are you clear? Okay.
What formula is this?
Huh?
What formula is this?
It's just common sense formula.
Yes.
Not the formula that comes from anywhere. It is basic maths, yes or not? From what? From what?
Yang 1.2 apa semua tu kan?
You know that percentage converts to.
Kalau decrease kali.
I forgot what is the term line. I don't remember the mathematical term line. You know, it's percentage to ratio to percentage. Yes or not? Ratio to percentage. Okay. So I wouldn't call this a formula, but yes, you need to be aware. Maybe you forgot. Maybe you forgot the maths of it. Alright? Even I forgot the names of the maths, but I still remember the method of the math. Okay, alright, let's move on. Okay, are we okay here? All done? Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Okay, you try this question.
Management accountant for Modena are required to make recommendation about whether the production manager is entitled to a bonus into the performance. Should indicate the production manager.
What time you all want lunch?
Finish the production development.
No.
12:30 ya? 12 lah. 12 to 1 lah. Ya, pukul lah tu. Pukul 3 dah depan ni. Nak bagi lagi. Bagi. Don't worry, you can. No, not many people. You are the only CPA student, only students in Union Razaf for now. So I don't think it's packed. But oh, you mean the lunchtime crowd is very big, is it?
Yes. So kita kena lihat sekarang.
Okay lah, then we take a break at 11:30 to 12:30 lah, macam biasa.
Oh no.
11:45.
Lepas tu balik 2:30 kan?
Balik 2:23, 3:30.
2:30
Jauh.
Depends how much we finish. Okay now, hurry up. Modena presents following information: direct material usage, direct labor rate, direct labor hours. Okay, they've given you all this information. Actual results given. Okay, now I'm going to ask you, can you calculate for Modena this question the following variances? Okay, calculate the following variances.
Dia dah bagi stage. Dia akan say. Variance. There. Cost, budget, actual.
Yang ni saya tambah soalan.
Tambah soalan.
Kejut.
Kalian calculate. In other words, I want material price variance, labor price, labor rate variance or labor price variance. Labor, then you got material usage variance, labor usage variance. Very clear, no?
Yeah.
Okay, go on, try calculate. Very easy question. Okay, very good. How many variants? 4.
Saya atas sikit saya nak tengok soalan. Thank you. Bebas.
Guys, are you done? Right, are you done? Can I answer the
Not
question?
yet. Not yet,
Have you
sir.
finished your price variance? Can I get a number for the price variance? On.
Tak. Ya, mana soalan tadi?
So you got, let's say, the
Material price variance. Ya, apa first? Actual quantity lah. Bawah dia mana usage first? Actual quantity mah dia guna 8,500. Sebab 10,000 budgeted kan.
Price variance.
Aku kata ni. Aku tengok juga. Dapat
Did you get this correct, guys?
Yes.
No problem. Did you get the favorable correct?
Yep. Yes.
Chuẩn.
Jadi berapa tu kan untuk yang standard actual quantity standard quantity tu. Hours sambil direct dari situ kan tak payah nak quantity atau
Are you okay?
actual hours.
Can. Can I go on to the next part?
Yes.
Guys, are you okay? Anybody confused?
Saya actual hour ambil direct dari situ lah kan sir?
Yang bawah tu per unit ke?
Huh?
Hour tu
Sekarang maju kena ni.
Direct labor hours.
Ya ke?
How ah?
Ambil tu.
hour per unit.
Tu lah. So what do you think?
Dapat kan? Saya berdapat dengan saya.
So this one is total or in unit? Total. Because you had a problem, correct? What you do, compare. If the first one they can say per unit, and this one they never say, then it's total lah. You don't guess it. If they already one, they can say per unit. If the next one is also per unit, they will say per unit. Okay, so that's how you clear that doubt. It's a valid problem. You need to know how to clear it. Cross compare the data given. If the two data is the same, they will be always presented the same way. Understand that logic?
Yes.
Can This one already give per unit. This one, if it's per unit, they will also put the same word down. Okay? If they don't, it's total. Yeah. So you need to how to solve that problem. So these are all good questions you ask when you are not so clear how to determine. Okay. Then we see the way to solve it. Okay. Let's move on. So this one, I think you can now figure out already, right? Easier, right? This one.
Yes. Easy. Hours.
Blue. Actual rate. Yeah, 25. Standard rate 43. Standard hour 946.
This one careful. Besar ke apa?
Oh,
Besar ke apa? Why? You need to work out standard hour dia dulu, which is
Tadi dah bagi sir.
200 divided by
Saya ulang balik sir. Laju sangat sir.
200 relate to
Kecil sangat ni.
Budget.
10,000. Then times with
8,500. 200 divided by 10,000 times 8,500. Tengok ni.
wait. You cannot use the 200 straight because the 200 relate to budgeted of 10,000 hour unit. Standard hour is actual unit. 200 bagi 10,000 kali 8,500.
oh nak buat satu unit and then darab dengan actual.
Yes. Because this is in total.
Okay.
Standard hour we always work out per hour, right? Then we times the actual unit, right? Standard hour we actually work out per unit and then we times the actual unit. So here you have to do a little bit of backward calculation. Do you all understand the 170 now? What do you mean? Can you use 200? Why cannot?
Budgeted.
Because
Okay.
budgeted how many units?
10,000.
10,000. Are you supposed to compare 10,000 or 8,005?
8,005.
So how do you convert?
Bahagi itu.
Nampak itu kan?
Oh,
It's clear, no?
need to convert it to.
You need to convert it per unit.
So dapat 7,300
You get 170
times 43.
times 43.
Oh.
Dapat 7,300.
You guys okay now?
7,300.
Here. I don't think most of you got that correct. All you just plug in 200 straight, correct? Not so obvious. Yes, what the question asked?
So what is the condition where we
What's the question asked?
So is there is condition
What
where
you don't understand? Why is it 170? Is it?
I understand.
What you don't understand?
Sir,
Yes.
is there a condition where we don't need to convert it to
You have to look at the situation, not the condition. You need to know what you're supposed to use to do the
how to know,
calculation.
sir?
Wait, you need to know what you're supposed to use to do the calculation. The condition can keep changing. Condition, I cannot tell you this is going to be the condition, that's going to be. That one is your rote learning already. You just have to understand what you must use. Understand this idea now? It's like cooking rice. What do you need to cook rice? You need priok, you need rice, you need water. The condition where you cook could be in the jungle, could be, it doesn't have to be the same condition. But what your ingredients to use, you must know. And how to use them. So when we calculate, we try to always go per unit, standard hour per unit. How do we get standard hour per unit? We normally refer to the budget. The budget total divided the budget unit. Are you okay? Right, so this one is 440. Probably use the word unfavorable. We call this, remember, they use this word, expenditure, labor expenditure variance, correct? And this one is going to be clear on this question? Yes. No?
Yes.
Can? Those online, just remember that we are doing a modified version of question number 3. Are you okay here already, guys? Can? Okay, so yes, I modified the question here.
Why did we do 170?
Because remember, 200 is for how many units? 200 is for how many units? 200 hours is for how many units? It's for 10,000 units. Okay, you can't use that because when you do standard costing, you must use 8,500 units. Yeah, okay. So are we okay how to get 170? All of you very clear how to get 170 already? Yes, no, behind all okay, Can, Okay, let's move on to the actual question. The actual question asks you, which one of the following indicates that the production manager has managed the department well? We know that the material cost is in a favorable condition, yes or no? We also know kind of the labor cost is in a bad condition, yes or no? Okay, you are clear about that. So let's look at the first one. Actual direct material cost being lower than the budgeted cost per kilogram. Budgeted cost per kilogram. Actual direct material cost is lower than the budgeted cost per kilogram. Yes, no?
Yes, it can be true.
Well, it's true.
Yes.
It's true. Hold on, it's true.
It can be true.
No, it is true.
True? It's true.
I didn't say it's not. It's true, and then.
Okay.
But is it the responsibility of the production manager?
No.
That is the reason this is not the correct answer. Notice it's true. You look at this statement, A is true. But is it the responsibility of the production manager to control the price? No. So remember, that's what you must learn. You must learn that it is true, but not responsibility of that's the first part. A, why wrong? Yes, it is the purchasing manager in charge of the material cost. Are you clear? So notice that you're like, oh, that's correct one. Your hand might itchy to go mark down first. Okay. Actual direct labor rate being higher than budgeted rate. Actual direct labor rate is higher. Well, this is one of the things is this is unfavorable. So obviously it's not a good thing. This is bad. Plus also
Oh, sebab dia pergi tengah label kan.
faham? Okay. Actual direct material use being lower than budgeted forecast. Direct material use, okay, direct material use is lower. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it under the control of the production manager?
Yes.
Therefore, this is your answer. We'll go to D also. The actual direct labor hour exceed the budgeted hour. True? True. True.
Yes.
True, not untrue. So remember, this one. Favorable plus production. This one is why not correct? Because this one is
HR manager.
No, unfavorable. Question asks you, production department well. Are you clear or not? Production department did well is this one. This one, the production manager did not do well. So if I change the question to, and I do that all the time, because you know why? I just highlight to you, I just change one word in the same question so that you will fall into a trap like, oh, this question I got to do before, straight away see. So read carefully, I might have changed one word and you're not careful, I will say not well.
Kenapa tak guna 170?
Manager production department is not well. I just say not well. And you like, see, why? Because you did this question, in your memory you got this answer, and you happily go fire the question. This is one my trap, I'll tell you right now. I give you one of my traps already. I expect you to bring all of this into the exam hall. You know, I expect you to bring this into the exam hall, and I'm hoping to trap you with your own strengths. Are you okay? Just be ready. Read carefully. That's why the pass rate is not that high also for internal. Mind you, because I do treat you the same way a CPA examiner would treat you to kill you. I can take the same question here and modify it in such a way that it looks like you know the answer. Okay, let's move on to question 3.4. Let's have a look at this part. This looks like a calculation question. Okay, calculation question. Luxury Co. Private sells luxury gift hampers. It previously budgeted to sell 50,000 units at 1,000 each in a regional area. That's the budget. The word is previously. The actual sales for the period region was 60,000 units at 110. Looks like favorable variance lah. Sales, both volume and price. Following extensive research and development, Luxury now only manufactures and sells a new and improved product at the same price as previous product. However, there has been an economic slowdown and the regional sales rep anticipate there will be a 10% decrease in both the actual sales quantity and selling price per unit. In another development, due to Luxury Co's success, a major competitor has entered the market and plans to sell a similar product at 120 each. Which one of the following will be achievable realistic sales forecast? The last sentence is a distractor. Good. Identify the distractor. And the competitor product won't do any damage to your pricing. Pay attention, the competitor product won't do any damage to your pricing. However, if the competitor product was at 90, yes. Are you clear now? Yeah, it would have been harder for you to make the sale and you may have to drop your price down some more. If the competitor product is 120, answer is no impact on you. I want you to make a note about that, write it down somewhere. Write it down. So you are right, it's a distractor, but it could turn to become relevant. It can become relevant if the pricing is lower. Are you okay? Can? Yes.
So kalau harga dia tulis for competitors
Lower than
lower than our price, then we need to
we may have to adjust to that price because it may not be easy for you to sell at your price today. They already asked you for achievable realistic sales forecast, correct? Okay, so what is the answer? Can I get a number from you? not? 5346 can get not?
Yeah.
Because I gave you the formula earlier on. Decrease, all you have to do is 100 minus 10%, yes or not? So your answer should be, this is not so hard, 60,000 times 0.9 times 11. Answer should be 5346. Okay, can you get that number? Are you guys clear? Be careful, 10% decrease, go. Go. Don't accidentally just one, huh? Can? Okay, so that's the answer. So I'm not going to discuss the rest because this is quite obvious. But you do need to make a note. Okay, the distractor was which one? Okay, let me color the distractors. That one is a distractor. Because the question said there will be actual. Got it? So you need to be careful whether they are mentioning actual or budget. Pay attention, don't always assume. Read carefully. Follow. You don't read properly, your problem. Okay. I will test you on this. Later on, I'll do a test with you all and see whether you all can read properly or you all gatal tangan. Okay, right now. So that's a distractor. The other one is a moderate distractor, is this one. Moderate distractor. Why is that a moderate distractor? Well, if it was lower, make sense?
Kalau dia lower daripada 10%.
It's lower than 99. 99. Because you're now dropping to 99, right? If I put 95, then you may have to put 95 there. Are you okay? If I put 105, 110, it's okay. Because you are going to 99. Are you okay now?
If 120 is lower, then we should use the lower.
Yeah. Because how are you going to sell if your competitor is selling cheaper than you?
And then
So, I mean, you can add value by a status quo. Will it be easy for you to sell? Yeah? Right now, you all saw what happened, right? Tesla sell at 200,000. Basic unit. And BYD sell their seal. How much? 179,000, right? 179 is basic unit or higher spec? Higher spec. Now there's a big question. You want to buy a higher spec seal or you want to buy a basic Tesla? But Tesla is like Apple. They have status. BYD got status not? Got it. Oh, people now respect BYD like BMW already lah. Nah, I don't think so. Yes, no? So you still have that 1-3 there, but that's the idea here. Got it? Will the seal affect the sale of Tesla? Looks like it. Make sense? Looks like it. Because it's a way higher spec car, right? Now, let's move on to the next question.
Oh. Macam tu dia bagi 98.
Okay, 3.5, try now.
98. Oh, faham.
Bob is manager of a profit center in Budget Co. Private Limited. He has received a poor performance evaluation for not meeting the 2017 budget. Budget Co. plans to continue business as usual, therefore did not make any changes to its strategic and operational plan. There was no changes in market condition. Bob provided the following figure for 2018. 26,000, variable cost higher, fixed cost the same, and therefore operating profit is is 1 million. Which of the following explain the decrease in budgeted operating profit for 2018 to 2019? Why?
Sebab ada snack.
Because it's the longest answer.
Sebab dia ada, sebab dia represent box tu represent ada estimate yang digunakan overestimate member.
Bottom up.
Issue with snack.
Issues with bottom up. Can you find bottom up?
Yeah.
Can So which of the following explains? 2018 budget is padded in an effort to predict uncertainty, unforeseen, unanticipated event. No. Why? Because no changes in market condition is expected. Okay. Top management padded 2018 budget to help Bob achieve the budget. Well, Bob provided the budget, not the top management. Ini result Wi-Fi sucks, is it?
Yes.
Budget 2018 budgetary slack because Bob deliberately underestimate the revenue and cost. Well, this is wrong because
Sebab dia overestimate cost.
okay. 2018 budget slack as deliberately underestimated revenue, overestimated variable cost. This is true. Okay, done. Finish. Are you guys clear? Yes. Can make sense, What? Well, they already say that there was no change expected in market condition. Okay. So why would you have uncertainties and unforeseen, unanticipated when nothing was foreseen to be seen? When I already say I don't foresee any changes, they say, oh, I think there's change. You're contradicting yourself, aren't you? Are you okay? Can I move on? Are you okay? Online all okay? Press 1. Online press 1, guys. Okay. Right. Beyond budgeting. Still remember beyond budgeting, guys? BB. Hello, BB. You know, I don't know.
Maybe dia tak buat annual budget.
They don't have budgeting. Okay, they don't have budgeting. Let's look at the requirement here. In this question, they are asking, okay, beyond budgeting approach is based on empowering employees and managing organization without budget. This is actually by using which one of the following system. This one you have to make sure you know what it is. Now, beyond budgeting is centralized or decentralized? This one is you need to know the characteristics of BB.
So what is the meaning of decentralized and centralized?
Centralized is HQ or the board of director make all the decision. Decentralized means each
Employee.
divisional manager make all the decision. Now remember, BB was born in Norway or one of the banks, Scandinavian bank. BB was born in a, notice what I'm going to say, Scandinavian bank. Bank operate through many branch. Each branch manager decide what they need to do for their own branch.
Because that's what it means by decentralized.
Each division, each manager decide themselves what they want, what they need. They come up with their own approach. Decentralized. Power go to the lower level.
It's like we have hundreds of,
Banks, branches, each branch manager decide what to do.
so if you have hundreds of division approach,
Then they decide themselves.
but if centralized we have only one.
HQ, board of directors make all the decision and give the order to everybody. Yeah. So the best way is always to go back to the origin. The best way, go back to the original statement or location and evaluate. Then you understand what they were trying to do. Does that make sense? This bank was very successful because it break away from all the other banks that you centralize. So the bank manager can adjust for the area that they serve, as opposed to they follow what the management say to do. Does that make sense? Budgeting was constrained, limiting them to act. So when they removed the budgeting, the bank manager was flexible. Make sense? That's what happened now. So it's based on empowering employees and managing organization. Now you understand what's the meaning of empowering employees. Which employees? Each of the manager of the branch had power to make their own decision. Okay? This is achieved by using which one of the following system? Okay. A and B is definitely wrong. Why? Because centralized decision making. Okay? You are not centralized for beyond budgeting. Okay, now it's between C and D. Okay, now let's look at it. Decentralized decision making, minimum input from centralized function that eliminate the annual budget. Okay, decentralized decision making, minimal. Okay, eliminate budget. But it eliminates the need for annual budget. Inside the book got right? Check your book.
Yes.
Source it. You put that. Page what?
141.
This is what we call that you are looking at characteristics of BP. Are you okay this part?
Sir, what is the type of budget that you centralize decision making? Like,
All budgets are centralized.
or
Annual budget lah. I prepare the budget for the whole organization.
So you mean that other than beyond budgeting is centralized?
No, beyond budgeting there's so many other methods. Beyond budgeting means don't use budgets as a control tool. Don't use budget as a control tool.
So it means that
You got zero-based budgeting, activity-based budgeting, all that is use budget. Zero-based budgeting, incremental budget, activity-based budget, all this is use budgeting. Use. I use budget to control. Beyond budgeting is I don't use budget for control. Annual is the one that everyone do to control business. The annual budget prepared by the HQ. HQ stop preparing the annual budget. But you can prepare smaller budget in your department. Nobody say cannot budget. You have a function, you budget lah how much you want to spend for the function. They don't eliminate all budget. They still can have small budget. You want to have a party, budget for the party lah. You can't say beyond budgeting, stop budgeting. You don't say that. It's just that beyond budgeting, stop the annual budgeting process, which is a control tool. Okay, are we okay with this logic? Can, huh? Okay. So make sure you understand 3.6. Make sure you read BB again. Let's look at this part. I have to try to calculate this. Kentucky Limited has a policy of finished good inventory 20% of next month's sale at the end of each month. Okay, understand that statement not? Finished good is 20% of next month's sale. The budget finished good for 31st March is 3,005. Which one of the following is a correct figure for May? Oh, calculate properly, no?
Yes. 20% times 20,000 dapat opening balance.
But read production. How you get C? How do you get C?
Oh, 20 darab dengan 20%.
Oh, 20,000 times 20% equals to 4,000.
Minus tu opening.
20% of
20% of
20% of June.
Huh?
20% of the June dapat ending dia, ending inventory dia.
Okay, you need to know that production method is going to be. I better not do it here. I'm going to do it here. Sales, how many thousand unit? May sales is
9,000.
okay. Closing stock is 20% of
4,400.
next month sale. 2,200. 22,000. Okay.
4,400.
Whereas opening stock is this one 20%. Are you clear?
Sana sir yang 4,000 tu? How?
4,000 is opening stock. How to get opening stock? Is they already say what? Follow the instruction. 20% of next month's sale. So opening stock in May is closing stock in April. In April, your closing stock is 20% of 20,000. So if you're not very clear, you can write down closing stock. Here is going to be I don't know here, correct?
Yeah.
Because I don't have data.
Opening stock.
Then you can put another one on top. You put one more at the top here. Opening stock. How much is opening stock? Here you put. Okay, are we clear this part? Understand the meaning of interpreting this statement is to get these two data.
Saya kena tambah closing stock tolak.
When they say this, automatically it means that's the meaning of that statement. Okay? Once you got that, you must remember this statement. Remember this one? Okay? You need to know the formula. This formula. You need to know how to interpret this statement to become like this. Now, of course, you don't need to do all of it lah. Those who are fast will just do this part. Make sense? You know that, I only need May, so you go like that. You just go like that. Are you clear now? So I'm going, May is how much? Closing stock, remember? Closing stock here, and I need to know that, like that. That's all. Are you clear on this part? You could have gone that way, but if you're not certain, pull back one step, go further a bit like this. Are you clear?
Yes.
All clear? Okay, so answer is
Sir,
yes.
kalau saya buat just plus 80% of May and then plus with 20% of June, correct or not?
What? 20% off?
20% of June plus 80% of May.
Wrong. Wrong. You don't go do that. This is not increase decrease. You're using the increase decrease approach. Don't use increase decrease. This is just 20% of a number. This is not increase decrease. That when you say the word 80%, you've done a reduction. Nobody has to do any reduction.
Ya, tapi 80% tu saya yang belum ada dekat.
No. Don't use the word 80%. That's like a reduction.
Oh.
This is not about the reduction. This is just a target number of unit. How much is the target unit? Is next month's sale 20% I must hold as closing stock. That's all. It didn't say anything else. Don't go and increase decrease. Do not use that up and down. If you use up and down, you're going to get it wrong already. Don't mix up and down. That was another question. Another idea. Are you clear now? There is no 80% here. There is only a 20% quantity of next month's sale. Alright? Are you all okay, guys? What you don't understand?
No, I understand.
Okay.
But by mean 20% of next month's sale, isn't it? This month's sale will be just 80% of the total.
No, that's a wrong understanding. Yeah. Right. Let's move on. Jamala has developed a new product. The strategic plan is to dominate the market within the next 2 years, which will require Jamala to expand its operation and purchase another factory. For the next year, Jamala wants to trial the product. Sales manager believes Jamala can sell 1,000 units per month at 100. Okay, this is the estimated sales. Okay. However, the production manager pointed out current factory only has spare capacity of 900. Budgeted cost to manufacture each unit is 80. Under the circumstances, which of the following figures should sales manager use to prepare the sales revenue budget? That's quite easy. Answer should be quite straightforward. C. You all know why?
900 times 12.
Dapat.
900 times 12 times 100. This is 80, is that distractor?
Yeah.
Yes, I know you would have thought like that. That's why it's called a distractor. Are we clear on the answer here?
Yes.
And you know the distractor is there for this 1080 are distract. But 1000 is relevant. 80 definitely not relevant. 80 is definitely not relevant because you asked for revenue budget, not cost budget. 1000 is relevant, but because the manufacturing capacity is 900, we use the 900. But if the manufacturing capacity was 1100, then we use 1000. The manufacturing capacity was 1100, then you use 1000. Don't go and accidentally use 1100. Are you clear? But again, everything depends on situation. If I suddenly say, what is the production cost for next year? If the budget, let's say the manufacturing is 1100, the sales is 1000, I say, what is the production cost for next year? I give you a variation question. I can give you variation question, man. I see whether you can calculate. I'm going to give you variation question. Okay, you calculate then. Give me answer. I calculate.
$1.2 million.
I calculate it.
Dia mesti benda yang rendah.
Okay, answer.
So production. So production.
See, I just do small variation of the same question. You all dying already, huh?
10.
This is variation. This is what I do to the example. Variation is I take the same question.
1.3.
Huh? How much? 96,000. 96,000. Can get not? I don't know. 96,000.
The answer ke saya 96,000?
96,000. Did you get 96,000? Did you get 96,000?
No.
Did you get 96,000? No. What do you mean no? You're supposed to get what?
Sana saya
Don't
ajar.
disappoint me.
Alah, okey. Dapat ada tak? Dapat.
Who's only supposed to get it? Who got 96? You got it.
Yes.
The one who's supposed to get Heidi didn't get it. He's the one who's supposed to get Heidi, right? He didn't get it. Apa ni ya? Can you get 96?
Iman aja.
Finish. You get not 96? Cannot.
Dapat. Sikit dapat itu aku.
So you see, only one person will get the answer. That's what I like to do to the question. I'll say this is the same question. I just copy, paste, then I give it back to you. Are you clear?
Sekejap, sir.
I'll modify up and down. Very easy. Follow, You know how to get the answer, no?
No, sir.
You know how to get the answer, no? You know how to get the answer. Maybe explain it to them. Do they know how to get the answer, no? You sure you understand the logic? Okay, you explain. Let me hear your explanation.
Yeah.
Okay, Unku's gonna explain. Okay.
Okay, so first of all, this question stated that they can only sell 1,000 units per month. And then the factory said that the variation, the production management capacity is 1,100. So each month they are going to be excess of 100 units. So 100 times 12 got 1,200. And then times the budgeted cost, which is $80. And then you got 96,000.
Do you understand?
Oh.
That is good. The key word here was
Maximize.
that one. Are you here now? Plan to maximize production of the unit. That means the factory will make 1,100 units every month, even though the sales is 1,000. Therefore, anything unsold become closing stock. Are you clear now? Careful I can tambah variation How much is the closing stock in the first 6 months? Quite easy, but the point is, remember, it's a variation on a variation. You already like 96,000, but you forgot the word first 6 months. So that's why I say this paper very conditional. You cannot go in thinking that I know the answer or the formula is same. The formula keep changing. You cannot go in with the only with standard costing the formula is stable, right? But even that also, if they add something, you might have to extend the formula, adjust the formula. So this is tricky about SMA. Don't try, it's not FR fixed. You want to calculate amortized cost, that's the formula, nothing it doesn't change Got it? Whereas here, one word change must do half. One word change must go up down. Make sense? So you need to understand the question. That is your critical function.
Alright.
Got it? Okay, let's move on. Remember, SMA supposedly guys side. Girls don't like.
No.
I repeat management accounting is guys side. Why? Because it's messy.
Yes.
It's not like something you can structure put. FR very structured. It's a female thing.
Yeah.
Guys don't like. They cannot adjust so easily. Got it? Okay, let's go back to this one. Question 3.9, guys. During the year, Special Co Limited produced 10,000 units, used 20,000 direct labor hour, incurred variable overhead 90,000. Budgeted variable overhead is 88,000. Budgeted. Total, the hours allowed per unit is 2.1. Standard variable overhead rate is 4. What is the variable overhead spending rate? Okay, let's go through this. You use the formula. Have you got the tables all set up? You know how to do this already, right? You have your standard tables already, right? So if you're going to calculate variable overhead variance, you go with actual hour, standard
Standard rate.
actual rate.
Actual rate. Standard rate. Standard hours, standard rate.
Okay? So let's look at it. Did they give you all the information? Did they say, okay, produce 10,000, read here, produce 10,000, use 20,000 direct labor hours. Okay, use 20,000 and incur the cost of Are you okay, that one? Working backwards? Yeah?
Kalau dia dah bagi saya tak salah.
I know, you don't need to find. Correct. I didn't ask you to find, don't worry. I'm just showing you how it's done. Alright? Actual standard variable overhead rate is $4, so I'm going to put $4 here. $2.1
Standard hours.
Are you guys okay?
So, okay.
Okay. So 10,000. Favorable, unfavorable.
Unfavorable.
Now you know how to read that one already, right? Yeah. So this is 10,000 unfavorable. All right. Okay, are you okay? Can. Can. Answer would be variable overhead spending variance. Let's not call that this one. This one's called.
Standing variance.
Are you okay? Any questions? Can I move on?
Yes.
Okay, next one. Okay, we're coming to question 3.10. Oh, we're finishing cap module 3. Let's come into a break.
Yes.
After we finish 3.10, we come to a break. Yeah. Phrase presents the following variance analysis. Which one of the following variants will justify bonus being paid to phrase production manager? You got actual result, you got flexible budget, you got flex budget, and you got static budget.
Dia tu takut.
Okay, these two. First one, what's the problem? Flexible budget variance of 15,000. That's a flexible budget variance.
Juga daripada X4.
How do you get 15,000? Flexible budget variance of 15,000. Can you confirm how to get 15,000?
Static minus flexible. Static minus. Dia mengarut ni. Bagi
What's the problem in this one?
flexible minus flexible.
$84 minus 65. Should have been
90.
84 minus 15 is how much?
90.
Oh, sorry, 19. My math's wrong. Are you okay? This one should have been favorable. Are you okay? Next, favorable flexible budget variance of 19,000.
Flexible is for.
This is correct. It is correct. Nobody's wrong. Say it's wrong. Correct. But are you clear? So you need to know the reason. Don't just like, oh, wrong. Understand the reason. Do you understand that one? Correct. Correct. But here. That 19,000 is direct material variance, direct material price variance plus direct material usage variance. Two variances. The question is asking about bonus paid to phrase production manager. Yang 19,000. Which one? Oh, why this one is wrong? Is it C? Is it? D. Why is it wrong? It's wrong because it does not explain why the production manager get paid. That variance includes both price and usage variance. You cannot differentiate between who is who. Price variance under responsibility of purchasing manager. Usage variance under production. If I say 19,000 cost variance, you haven't identified who is who. Does that make sense? You cannot. This reason is why I give you. Because this reason got two people.
So flexible into the cost variance.
Yeah. This 19,000 is a cost variance. Okay. So here, this one, you know what's the reason, right? Okay? Are you okay? I hope you don't fail. Because that attitude is very dangerous. You're not making any notes. I hope.
Flexible budget is just cost variance, bukan total of the cost and efficiency.
cost. Are you all okay, guys? Can I? Okay, therefore the answer is A. Clear? Follow. Do make notes, and this is how you're supposed to analyze the, I repeat again, this is how you're supposed to analyze the MCQ.
Siap bila flex budget dengan flexible budget.
Flex budget is the budget for that area, for that amount.
Certain answer.
Flexible, flex is actually adjust to actual performance. Flexible, flex. What's the difference? Flexible is near to the actual performance. Near to. No, flexible is like, okay, flexible is like this. I prepare a flexible budget for 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000. Flex. Actual 11,500 or 11,800. 11,800, I compare the flexible budget of 12,000. That's called flexible budget comparison. Flex 11,800, 11,800. Slightly different. Okay, now let me go through one more time. So,
kalau kita nak tahu jawapan betul ke tak kan sikit. Basically untuk soalan ni sir.
yeah.
Kalau efficiency berkaitan dengan production. Kalau price value berkaitan dengan purchasing.
Purchasing. It's not under
Kita dah
production.
tahu lah jawapan dia kat efficiency.
Yeah.
Kalau kita sebab kalau kita nak cari flexible dengan flex budget tu pun
Okay, so what can happen here is have you taken this down? So do you understand the meaning of flex budget? So flex budget means the site will use Are you getting a difference or not? You understand what I mean of flexible budget or not? So if I say I do flexible budget, what does it mean? I do, no, not adjust. I prepare for many range. Are you okay? Then if I do flex, means I take the static and add flex to the actual.
So
Flex is standard costing.
Oh, standard.
Standard costing is actually flex. You're actually flexing. Because you always calculate standard rate. What? Standard rate is based on the actual unit. Actual unit, you use budget, the static one, static data, you adjust for actual. You use the static, you adjust for actual. Does that make sense? Flexible is you just have range. Then you see the nearest one and you compare. So if you make 11,850 unit, you compare with 12,000 because you already prepare a budget for 12,000. Nearest lah. Make sense? Are we okay? Any questions there? All okay? Okay, module 3 revision done, huh? Module 3 revision done, huh?
Take 5.
Okay, behind?
So jadi costing tu variance tak?
Standard costing is variance lah. Actual costing is actual cost lah. Budget costing is budget costing lah.
Nice.
There's 3 words. Actual costing, budget costing, standard costing. Are we okay? Budget costing could be flexible and static. Standard costing is flex. I repeat again, huh? Budget costing is flexible and static. Okay? Flexible or static is still budget costing. It's still under budget. The difference is one versus range. That's all. Right. One is I next year I target 20,000 unit. That's static. Next year I target 20,000 unit performance. So 20,000 if I prepare budget is static. But then you say like, but maybe we can maybe higher, lower a bit. So I say okay, we'll prepare 19, 20, 21
Flexible
also
budget.
flexible budget.
Flex budget ni macam
Flex budget is actual next year is maybe 18,500. So you can't compare with 20,000, but you can compare with the 19,000, which is nearer. So flexible budget versus the actual, you can compare and say something, or you can flex it. Flex it means you take the original 20,000, you adjust to 18,500. Are we okay on the difference? So when you flex it, you're triggering standard costing already. Okay?
But sir, kenapa dalam yang jawapan tadi tu flexible tapi companion?
So this one is also, you get variance, you can get some variance, but this one is total cost variance. This cost variance. Dia cost, total cost saja. Dia tak bagi breakdown. There's no breakdown for flexible budget. There's no breakdown. There's no material and labor. Material price, material usage is not broken down. You only get this is the cost, this is the cost. You compare. I get flexible 84,000, 65,000. Do I know who is responsible for the difference? That's what it's saying here. It's just a cost variance. Total only. It doesn't tell me the breakdown. I cannot go to breakdown yet. And this one I still cannot go to breakdown, it's just a total number, got it? But better comparison. Better comparison. Better comparison. Why better comparison? Closer to the performance. Are you okay? Are you clear what is flexible budget? Sure. That's why I say this is cost variance. This is not breakdown. When I do flex, if I do like this, I will get standard costing ready.
So what static cannot be compared with actual?
Static can compare with actual. I didn't say cannot.
Can.
Wait. I didn't say cannot compare. Did I say cannot compare?
Oh, it's not.
I just say static is 20,000. You perform 18,500. You can compare. Nobody say cannot compare. Can compare, but not fair lah.
Why not fair?
For the flexible, we know that we
80,000 dengan 65,000 tak ada.
for compare with the actual, we take the highest or
No, we take the nearest.
if 11
Dia punya unit
if
sama.
11,500.
Then up to you lah.
Price ni.
Up to you lah. You want to use higher or lower. But you are management and you want to now boss your subordinate. You want to use 12,000 ke 11,000?
Maybe higher.
You go lower, is it? Because you want to give him bonus, is it?
Yeah.
You want to give him bonus, is it? Your money, ah? Adverse, ah? Favorable.
For me,
Gonna lower ke? Wait, you are the boss. You want to pay your money or not? You want to pay bonus or not?
Bajet biasa lah maksudnya.
Think boss, don't think employee. You are the boss, you want to pay money now.
Flex budget.
You want to compare 12 ke 11? If 11,005, which number you use?
Goal untuk static budget.
Got 12, got 11. Got 12, got 11. Performance by the actual manager is 11.5. Which number you want to use? You're the boss. Yes, why? Because you don't want to pay bonus. You want to like, no, I want to challenge you. Yes or not? Make sense? You use 11, the manager damn happy. Thank you. So it depends what you're using. Please understand, huh? You use higher, could be challenging, but could be demotivating. You use lower, could be motivating, happy, but may not improve performance. Are you okay? Can? Okay. We are done with module 3. After this, we're going to go to module 4. Yeah. Today, I want to finish up this revision pack.
Oh, finish all that.
Today. Today, I think we'll try to finish all.
Until
Other what you say? We finish all. Settle. This one. This pack.
Let's go.
I don't think we can balik that fast.
Let's go.
Okay, break.
Yay.